The journey of meaning. In the vibrant Vienna of the early 20th century, a cradle of brilliant minds and revolutionary ideas, a boy was born. He grew up amidst a world in constant transformation, absorbing the knowledge and complexity of the human soul. From a very young age, this man, who would become one of the greatest thinkers of his time, showed an insatiable curiosity about the purpose of existence. Even as a teenager, he was already corresponding with figures like Sigmund Freud, delving into the depths of the human psyche. His passion led him to become a respected neuropsychiatrist, a doctor who saw not just illnesses, but souls in search of meaning. He was already, in his early career, developing an innovative therapeutic approach, a philosophy that placed meaning at the core of human life. He believed that, even in the face of suffering, human beings have the capacity to find a purpose, a reason to carry on. His life, however, was about to be turned upside down. The year was 1939. The shadow of war was spreading across Europe. He had the chance to flee, to emigrate to the safety of the United States, but he refused. Why, you ask? Because his elderly parents couldn't go with him, and for this man, family, love, and responsibility were non-negotiable. He chose to stay, not knowing what the future held. The darkness that fell upon the world didn't spare his family. In 1942, he, his wife, his parents, and his brother were deported. The man who sought the meaning of life would now be tested at the very limits of inhumanity. He spent 3 long years in 4 different concentration camps. Just imagine for a moment what it's like to have everything ripped away from you. Your freedom, your dignity, your loved ones.
He saw his father die in Theresienstadt. His mother and brother were murdered in Auschwitz. His beloved wife perished in Bergen-Belsen. He himself weighed a mere 25 kilograms, a walking skeleton, but his mind, his spirit, refused to break.
In those abysses of despair, he made an observation that would forever change our understanding of human resilience. He realized that those who had a why to live, a purpose, a mental image of something or someone waiting for them, had a greater chance of survival. It wasn't physical strength, but the strength of the spirit that determined who would endure. He himself, amidst unspeakable pain, clung to the idea of rewriting a manuscript that had been confiscated from him, a manuscript that contained the foundations of his theory on the meaning of life. He clung to the image of his wife, even without knowing if she was still alive. He worked as a doctor in the camps, offering not just physical care, but also the only thing he could: hope. He listened, advised, and reminded other prisoners that, even in the most dreadful of circumstances, the last of human freedoms, that of choosing one's own attitude, could never be taken away. As ancient wisdom teaches us, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And also, blessed are you who are hungry now, for you will be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. This man, who knew hunger and weeping in their most brutal forms, found comfort and a reason for future joy in the unwavering capacity of the human spirit to transcend suffering. He understood that, even when all seems lost, there is an inner light that can guide us. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. When the war finally ended, he was the only survivor of his immediate family. He was free, but he carried the scars of hell on earth. Upon returning to Vienna, he began to rebuild his life and to give his work to the world, which would become a beacon of hope for humanity. In just 9 days, he wrote Man's Search for Meaning, a book that would become a global bestseller, translated into dozens of languages. In it, he narrated his experience and presented Logotherapy, the third Viennese school of psychotherapy, which teaches that the search for meaning is the primary motivational force in human life. He became a professor of neurology and psychiatry at the University of Vienna, traveled the world, wrote 39 books, and influenced millions of people with his message that life has an unconditional meaning, even in the worst circumstances. He showed us that we cannot avoid suffering, but we can choose how to deal with it. We can find purpose in it. This man, whose name was Viktor Frankl, left us an immense legacy. He taught us that life is not about what we expect from it, but about what it expects from us. It's about finding a why that allows us to bear any how. He taught us that love is the only way to grasp another human being in the innermost core of his personality. It is in love that we find fulfillment, the deepest connection with another, and by extension, with the divine. Love gives us a purpose, a reason to fight, to live, to transcend ourselves. The inner freedom Frankl found in the camps was not the absence of suffering, but the presence of purpose. It was the choice to love, to serve, to find beauty and meaning even where there seemed to be none. He transformed his pain into a message of hope for the world. His life invites us to look inward, to seek our own why. No matter the height of your mountain, the depth of your valley, or the darkness of your night, there is always a meaning to be discovered, an attitude to be chosen, a love to be lived. May the story of Viktor Frankl be a powerful reminder. You are not defined by what happens to you, but by your response. You have the freedom to choose your attitude, to find your meaning, to love, and to be loved. Life, even in its most challenging moments, always holds a purpose waiting to be revealed. Your journey is unique, your pain is real, but your capacity to overcome is divine. Trust in your inner strength, in your intuition, in your ability to find the light, even in the deepest shadows. For it is there, in the search and discovery of meaning, that we find true peace. May peace find its way back to your heart, dear soul. You are cherished, you are light, and you are incredibly strong. Viktor Frankl's story is a powerful reminder that, no matter how dark the night may seem, there is always a flame of hope within us, waiting to be ignited. It's an invitation for each of us to look within, to find our own meaning, our own purpose, and to use it to illuminate not only our path, but also the path of those around us. What is your meaning? What drives you? What makes you get up every day? Have a think about it. Perhaps, like Frankl, you'll discover that the greatest strength lies in your ability to find significance, even in the little things. If this story has touched your heart and made you reflect, please give it a like. Share it with someone who needs a message of hope. Drop a comment and share with us. What is your why? And subscribe to the Moments of Peace channel for more moments of inspiration and reflection. Your journey of meaning starts now.